the basic shapes tools from the toolbar. Let's click on the basic shape tool, and what it does is if you look on the property bar, it gives you options of drawing your perfect shapes, and if you open up the flyout, you can actually just click and drag the shape that you wish to draw. Again, if you see this little red node right now, it's saying, well, what do you want to do? How do you want to modify me? And we can actually modify that. So the handles, or any type you see a little red diamond, just click and drag it and you can actually modify those different shapes. There's a whole select of presets that you can use. So that's again your basic shapes. And let's go have a look at the flyout. There we have arrows. If you require different types of arrows, perfect shapes, just click on the little flyout and just click on it, and now you have your little perfect arrow. If you notice, CorelDRAW says, hey, I have a red and yellow now diamond, so you can actually click and modify, change them up to see how you want to move them around. Okay, so there's all these little presets inside here. Flowchart shapes, just generic shapes for developing flowcharts. If you wish to develop a flowchart, just again click and drag your shapes. If I take this basic shape right here, delete this one, and I want to modify this a little bit more than what it is, that's where we can actually make sure it's always selected your object, arrange, convert to curves. You notice I have my little handles. Now I can actually modify that particular shape. Okay, so let's see what's up here again. Oh, stars. Again, if you want to create a little, I don't know what that looks like, one of those little gold stamps, whatever the case may be. Click and drag, and you can change that. You know, buy now, you know, act fast, whatever the case may be. So there's your little preset for your stars. You can go in and you have all these little options. Just click and drag and experiment. You know, here's your wow. Now you can make this in CorelDRAW manually with your line tools. This is just a quick little method for doing all this stuff here. Again, arrange, convert to curves. There it is right there, as if you made it into a organic shape, and then you can go in and modify it if you want. So that is our shape tools, and our last thing is little bubbles. If you plan on having bubbles, oh, there's a thought bubble. A lot of times I'll wind up making a lot of these things. It's a little easier to make something up like that. Here's our little red triangle, so we can modify that and change all that over. Maybe I'll show you right now how to make this real quick using what's called the weld command on your bubble. I'll just move this over to this side, and I'll go back to my ellipse tool, and I'll just grab a whole bunch of ellipse. My snap is on right now. If you notice with your snap on, if I move this over, you see the edge where my cursor goes, and this allows me to snap on. It's like an AutoCAD feature, which is really good because you can go to center of an object. It really helps you place your objects around. But sometimes it can be annoying if you just want to go into freehand. So just go to View, Snap to Objects, just remove that, and then you can literally take it off. And now I'm just going to quickly go in here and change off my sizes. So I made a whole bunch of circles like this randomly. What I'm going to do now is go Arrange, Shaping, Shaping. And in here I'll just use what's called a weld command. So I'm just going to quickly go weld to here, weld to here, weld to here. I'm just going to weld all this through. And eventually you can see it's starting to look somewhat like that. And let's just grab this last one. So there is my little bubble. And again, hold the Control Shift key down, perfect circle. If you click and drag and then right click on your mouse, you can actually duplicate the shape, and then you can scale it down. So you can make your own shapes, whatever the case may be, or you can use the presets for that. missed that one. So there's your little bubble, click and drag it. It's just a quick thing. Okay, that's one of these specialty tools. Sometimes you use it depending on what you want to do.